Hello everybody and welcome to another early access event thanks to Wizards of the Coast. There we go, I'm here. Don't know why it's using that camera. Seems bizarre. Which camera is that? I have no idea which camera this is coming off, so that's exciting. I think it's this one. Hello. Good. Yeah, cool. If I do that actually. There we go. I'm less weird now. That's perfect. Starting off, classy as always, Max. Yeah, time for another Lord of the Rings event or another early access event. Time for Lord of the Rings. You may hear a sound in the background, but that is my fan air conditioning unit going and doing awesome stuff, keeping me cool because it's ridiculously hot in the UK at the moment, and so yeah, that's fun. Tonight we're going to have a bunch of weird interactions, hopefully, to try and dig through from the Discord server that we've sort of hashed out over the last couple of weeks. Hopefully they're interesting. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. But unfortunately, in the meantime, we do actually have to wait for the game. And the game is going to take a little while to update. I didn't realize it was going to be 6 gigabytes, and I've only literally just come back into the office, which is a slight issue. However, we will overcome. In the meantime, I've got 2 things to talk about. The first of which is my Kickstarter, which has now gone live, which is extremely exciting. If you're not aware of this, let me see if I can just quickly bring it up here. Not that one. Created. There we go. Let's bring you over. So, yeah, serialized stickers for trading cards. Yeah, you can see the super secret menu. Yeah, we're at £996. We've got 51 backers so far. So we're definitely going ahead with this. These are making serialized stickers from 001 out of 100 to 100 out of 100. So you can attach them to your sleeves and have awesome looking cards. Yeah. Happy that it's going ahead. People seem to be, really engaging with the idea, which is kind of cool. I guess we'll see how it goes. Like, I've got a couple of ideas for stretch goals, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I know a bunch of people want like the Mimi numbers, so 69 out of 420, which is doable. I have got that available as a design file. Some people want different colors, which is kind of cool. I may do different colors. But yeah. And so on to the combos of this evening. Let's see if I haven't actually got a list because I am historically poorly prepared for these events. You can tell I don't stream anymore. I say that every time as well now. But yeah, I should really make a list every time. Yeah, there's quite a few things that I want to check and see what exists. So out of Discord, the first one is let's open the Lord of the Ring thread. That would be good. So I want to try the Display of Power Arcane Bombardment combination. So Display of Power is this spell can't be copied. Again, it doesn't mention anything about that card cannot be copied, and so yeah, I want to be doing that. And let's see if I can drag. See if I can drag this over. There we go. Lots of things. Yeah, so yeah, we got Lord of the Rings, Display of Power, Arcane Bombardment. That'd be good. I want Tom Bombadil to work, so I think we'll try and get some Tom Bombadil in. I want to try and remove a counter from Tom Bombadil in response to the Saga's last ability. And you can use Goldberry to do that, which is very thematic, and I love it intensely. So yeah, I don't know necessarily how broken this is going to be, but it'll be fun. So we might only get like one iteration, because you have to be able to then you can take the counter off a Saga, but then you can't repeatedly do that, because it has to be a counter of a type that isn't already on Goldberry. You could do it once every 2 turns, which is, again, not particularly broken, but you know, it depends what the last ability of the thing is. So the Saga. There was a File of Galadriel question that I did wonder, because it was if you would draw a card while you have no cards in hand, draw 2 cards instead. I didn't know whether that double, you know, whether you'd end up with, if you wheeled, whether you'd end up with 14 or 8 cards. I feel like it's got to be 8. I feel like that's just the truth, but who knows. I wanted to make a food artifact planeswalker. That's a really good one. And I was going to do that by using Shelob to kill my own planeswalker that is a creature by using a spider. So using something like Cosmic Hunger, which is very thematic, obviously. So we can have a spider snack on a planeswalker that is also a creature. And I think the only way we can do that is, well, we can either animate a planeswalker in myriad ways, turning it into an artifact and then animating it, or we can just use Sarkhan. So I think I'm going to turn Sarkhan into a snack. Although we can turn any planeswalker into a 4/4 dragon, so we might do that instead. Peregrine Took is a Chatterfanger, which is exciting. It creates food tokens. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be called food or not. Well, sorry, come back. The combo here is I want to see what happens with Replicating Ring. Now, in theory, Replicating Ring plus Peregrine Took should create tokens that are called Replicating Ring but are also food. I think, based on my reading of the rules. It might be that that's not true, but essentially it's when you create a copy and edition of it, you get no abilities but everything else. So like if it was tapped attacking, or if it had a like a timing restriction attached to it. So I've already done a video in the past about like Chatterfang, how that works. So Peregrine Took is going to be of a similar ilk. So yeah, that'd be an interesting one. I kind of also want to see what happens when I put a mass orcs onto a zombie army, and see what happens, because it turns it into an orc, which is kind of cool. So I might try amassing with an old card, and then, well, assuming it works, assuming we have still got amass cards on MTGA. So take the amass card from the old one and put the amass one on the new one, and see what happens, basically. That is about it. Oh yeah, the last one was one that I did not come up with, but Twitter did, where you can make the one ring your ring bearer. It is something I would like to just try and pull off. I probably wouldn't make a video about it just because, well, it's not my idea, and I don't want to preempt somebody else's content that they came up with on their Discord. So you know that would be mean. And we're still not there in terms of you know, the time taken. Come on, game. 600 megabytes. Thankfully, my computer's relatively fast, so you know. We're only 10 minutes into the stream, and we haven't actually started playing a game yet. So I think for the first one, I want to go with Shelob first. I want to see if I can get the Shelob bit working. I then probably want to get Peregrine Took as well, because I think that should be a relatively quick one to get going against Sparky. You know, having replicated ring is, you know, pretty decent. So yeah, I think it should be, you know, should be fine. Obviously, we're going to be running our standard removal packages against Sparky because, you know, we want Sparky to suffer. Yeah, and if anyone else comes into the chat and has ideas, then that would be great too. I do not know how many people are going to be about this stream. It may be just me talking to myself for hours on end. If you are in chat, do come and say hi, because I would love to hear from you. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to be sitting here waiting until the last few little bits of the game download, and there we are. Quite excited for the format. I'm not so sure I'm going to buy any cards for like Modern or anything like that. Certainly I don't play Modern for a start. I'm not sure I'm going to be playing anything for the Commander or anything like that. I'm not inclined to buy the Commander decks, for example. It's, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't. I've got so many of the decks is the problem. Like I just don't necessarily. Ooh, wow. Watch Alchemy Sealed and Draft as your favorite streamers face off against each other in head-to-head matches in a special early access event happening now. That's me. I'm doing that. I'm doing that thing. And yeah, there are a whole bunch of other things. Woo! Give me cards. Give me cards. More cards. I have not claimed. Jesus, I've not done stuff for. Oh god, I've not done things for a while. There we go. Oh, aftermath cards, lovely. Thank you, and thank you for the. Thank you for joining early access. I'll claim that too. Ooh, wow, that's cool. All right, the One Ring, an Ent, an Autumn Ent, a Winter Ent. Obviously we're Gandalf. No, don't care. We are Gandalf, and we are. How do I get back? I want my things. Give me my profile. I am Gandalf, and I am the One Ring. And card sleeves. Surely we have some. Are these all locked? No. Unlock me. Store. All the cards. Do draft, because why not? I would love to do draft at some point if people are going to stick around for draft, but I have a thing, and it is basically a very good time for me to actually, you know, get the combos done where I have full access to the cards. And so it's a good opportunity to make a bunch of content. Which sleeves do we want? We have several 100,000 gold. So what sleeves are we running today? Is it Johnny Combo Player? I think it probably is Johnny Combo Player. Yeah. Where are the sleeves then? Like I thought they were. I thought it was a Gandalf sleeve there. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah, lots of things I could buy. I'm not going to do that. Soul Ring Pet Bundle, nice. Yeah, cool. So yes, the plans for today. I've already been through them once. I'm going to quickly go over them again for the people who weren't here at the start. In very short summary, Display of Power, which says this spell can't be copied. We're going to try and copy it. We are going to try and break Tom Bombadil a little bit, not very much, but more than you might expect. They're going to start with Shelob. Shelob's going to be the fun one to start with. And I'm going to try a Replicating Ring Peregrine Took build as well, and also finding out about the amass cards. I want to see what happens if you amass onto the original amass, where I think it should turn it into a zombie orc army. But we're going to start with snacks. So to our deck building. Oh, they got rid of all my decks. That's fine. That probably makes sense. All right. this deck is a direct game, and we're going to call it Snacks. It's like Stacks, but not. So we're going to start with Shelob. There we go. Shelob, Child of Ungoliant. So other spiders you control have Death Touch and Ward. Whenever another creature dealt damage this turn by a spider you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature except as a food artifact with 2 tap, sacrifice this artifact, gain 3 life, and it loses all other card types. So we're going to stick a couple of those in. We are going to have Cosmic Hunger. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. We're just going to stick we're going to stick a bunch of those in actually, because that will be useful. And we are going to get Sarkhan. Hopefully, please let there be a Sarkhan. There we go. Craft Sarkhan the Masterless. So until end of turn, each planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying. So that is going to be our awesome deck, and that is absolutely not gonna break whatsoever. Do let me know if you can hear the fan in the background, and if it is distracting, by the way, please. I can't tell. I've got audio ducking on my mic, so it should be not too bad, and it's relatively okay at work. But yeah, if you can hear a whooshing sound, that is me being cold instead of warm, and it is glorious. It is really nice. So yeah, okay. So this is the deck. We need maybe a slightly cheaper planeswalker. Mask of Nexus. Ooh, yeah, that could work. What, just make everything spiders? Yeah, we could do that. Everything is spiders. At least I can't hear the fan. Okay, fantastic. That is very good news. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about is overwhelming the fan with whooshing sound. But it might be that it just because of the angle it's at, it's actually not too bad. But yeah, in the UK it is reached the point of the year where it is too hot for everything. But it is what it is. Yeah, so right, what else do we want to need? We need some I mean, this is the combo. What planeswalker are we turning into a snack? What is the most snackish planeswalker? If I said this planeswalker is a snack, you know, what planeswalker would you think of? That is the question to chat. And you can say any planeswalker. Yeah, any planeswalker you want to claim as a snack. Let's make sure I'm. Yeah, we're good. I mean, we could go with Gideon. Unfortunately, Oko. Okay, is Oko a snack? This is going to turn into a monstrosity, isn't it? Yeah, we're good. All right. I suppose. Okay. Turning Oko Thief of Crowns into a food is kind of thematic, actually. I quite like that as a concept. Yeah, no, you've sold me. And Oko is a very good card. Like, he's just a very good card. So we're probably fine. Yeah, we can run a couple of Okos. Yeah, we just need to survive now. We have black. Liliana, we could turn Liliana into a creature. Yeah, that's. I like Oko. We're going with Oko. Oko is fine. We basically need survival now. We need. My general plan here is just like running a lot of black cards that destroy target creatures. It generally works, and especially if we're running a bunch of planeswalkers, we might want to. We might want to do something interesting like that. Oko should be good enough to sort of well, it's reasonable enough to just win as the game, kind of not on its own, but it's very annoying for our opponents to suddenly have 3/3 elks, for example. I wonder if there's a choose creature type, and if I can do something about elks. No, maybe not. Board whites for only creatures. Yeah, exactly. So I think yeah, let's look at the standard destroy all creatures. I don't really want to. I don't want to run white if we don't have to. I'd rather run the other 4 colors. Bontu's Last Reckoning. Oh well, here we go. One ring to rule them all kind of might work. It's certainly thematic. Yeah, we've got to run. We've got to run a couple of those. There we go. You could do Mithril Coat to do Shelob. Yeah, very potentially, yeah. Leaning on Death's Majesty kind of works, but it's extremely expensive. We kind of need a little bit of early game to keep us alive. Phyrexian Scriptures I like quite a lot. What was the other one? What was the other Phyrexian type saga? Massive Nexus. Yeah, Massive Nexus is going to sort of. I think it's basically it. We could take it out actually. I think it was going to be cute for the spiders, but we don't necessarily do. Languish. Languish would work. I'm going to go with Elspeth's Nightmare for a couple. We do like Elspeth's Nightmare. Path of Peril. Path of Peril. Just keep on shouting those cards out. Path of Peril is actually for so Path of Peril is very good for the kind of the early game that we care about, I think. Especially against Sparky. Basically, we care about Sparky. We just care about Sparky dying. Yeah, Languish is pretty great. We're at 43 cards. We need card draw, I guess. We can fit card draw. We can fit some card draw in here. Again, we don't want Kenrith. Draw a card. The ring tempts you. I mean, we are gonna. We would. I think I would like some creatures. What are the best creatures? I suppose if we're in a spider deck, maybe we should stick some spiders in. I mean, we've got Driders. I don't really like spiders as a general thing, by the way. I'm not a huge fan of spiders, but yeah, it's not too bad. Basically, I just kind of need stuff to sit there and block until we get to the end game. So that's kind of really the big one I want to do. Like Reach Death Touch, no, that's not ideal. What about rarity? Can we? What's our rare? Reach Hexproof from blue? Yeah. Not super excited by that. We kind of want to stop our opponent from attacking. That's kind of where I'd like it to be. Obelisk Spider is a pretty decent one. So I'll stick an Obelisk Spider in. Like Hoarding Recluse seems reasonable. Ishkana's not terrible. What's in the spell book? 15. Okay, other spiders you control get +1/+2. Exile 2 cards. You get to draft a card from Ishkana Broodmother's spell book. Okay. Interesting. Arasta of the Endless Web. That is a good. Do we have an Arasta? We do. Unfortunately, Sparky doesn't tend to cast instants or sorceries very often. I don't think. They tend not to do that kind of thing. I'm stuck. Like, where do I like? We have the combo. I think mostly the combo here is that we just need to draw into it. So, let's go with yeah. What do I want to go with? I literally just want to draw cards and turtle and kill stuff. That's all I want to do. You like? It feels like I'm fight spells. Well, we got a Cosmic Hunger. That's all we care about really. We have the Cosmic Hunger. We have the Sarkhan. We got the Oko. Let me just hit Craft All. So we're at 44 out of 60. How many lands is that? 7, 13, 24. 24 is about right. Any repeatable draw? I suppose the fight spell, yeah, if we're going to stick like Cosmic Hungers in, maybe having Death Touch. Let's stick some Death Touches in. Mostly because the Death Touches kind of just make our opponent, make Sparky just sit there and do nothing. And I really like that. Like, generally speaking, Sparky sitting there doing nothing is kind of where I want it to be. Can I just search by rare cards? Rares and mythic rares. There we go. Show me the best cards. Only your finest cards. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and Death Touch. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, Ashnod exists. Yeah. Phyrexian Arena is a fantastic idea. Yeah. Thank you very much. Phyrexian Arena. That's the sort of awesome thinking. Yes, 4 of those, please. Turn off craft mode. Boo boo boo. Yeah. Midnight Reaper. Midnight Reaper. Non-token creature you control dies, deals 1 damage, and you draw a card. Okay, yeah, fine. Happy with that. The Viper's Fang. Okay. Woo. No, don't do that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Viper. Sarith the Viper's Fang. Other tapped creatures you control have Death Touch. Other untapped creatures you control have Hexproof. That's exciting. Is that good enough to go in this deck? I feel like we need much more early game as well. Let's you know what? I'm going to fill the last couple of slots with just destroy target creature. Doomblade. Yeah, actually, Doomblade against Sparky is fantastic. Like, it's just good. Unless we're against the black deck. So this is just this is just us trying to exist. Like, this is a direct match. We're not going to be taking on anybody but Sparky. I'm gonna go with Murderous Rider. Cool. Lands, that would be useful in a deck. Yes, just me some lands. Can I have some dual lands? Is that a thing that exists? I do like the Shire. I love the I just love the new thematic lands. Temple of Deceit. Oh yeah, okay. I'm going to take these 2 out. Take the 2 islands out. Go 2 Temples of Deceit. So we don't really have much blue. The only blue we've got is for Oko. So Zeatora's Proving Ground. Yeah, that's the sort of thing. Perfect. Jundi Land. Craft all. Finish deck. How many lands are we at? 17, 22. Whoa. Did I lose something? I'm sure oh yeah, I meant to put 4 of these in. There we go. Zeatoras, so we're going to go down 1. I want to go shift. How do I delete? Turn off craft. 4, 4, 4. There we go. Okay, good. I might just run it like that. Triomes. Yeah, we should just stick triomes in. Yeah, good point. This shows how much knowledge I have these days. Do Zagoth triome? Sure. Let's go for 4 of those. and I guess the Katria. Not really the right colours for it, but fine. Let's go. Let's stick 4 of these in, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm happy with this. Like, if it doesn't work, it's fine. We'll sort it out later. Cool. So snacks versus the bot match. Bot match, direct match, yeah. Play snacks. There we go. Cool, and I should be Gandalf, hopefully. I am. Yes, Gandalf for the win. Yeah, I can keep this hand. This hand has got removal, and that is all I care about. Right, so yes, start with the Temple of the Sea. This is me playing Magic. I've not played Magic in ages. It's great. Ah, fun times. Okay, the white deck is pretty decent. We can maybe not decent. It's decent to play against. So I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy with this. That's slightly terrifying, but we can deal with that. We will deal with it. Yeah. Get rid of that. Sparky goes. Aww. Sparky is sad. Charm Stray. Ew. I do not like that. That is very annoying. Opponent has Serra Angel in hand. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Well, the ring is going to tempt me. I'm tempted by the ring. Okay, so there's a Loxodon Warbreaker there. Get to exile our opponent's graveyard, and we destroy all non-legendary creatures. Boom! Elspeth's Nightmare and Wandering to Read Them All confuse me so much they look like the same thing. They do, yes. It is slightly confusing. Phyrexian Arena on top is a fantastic one. I'm going to keep the Murderous Rider back just because I know what they have in the hand. Like, they've got the Serra Angel, and they can play it next turn, so I might as well kill it next turn. In fact, I may as well kill it now. Kaboom. Instant speed. Hurrah. Alright. Lifelink, yeah. Gotta have some lifelink. Is this now my ring bearer? How do I make this my ring bearer? Do I have to tempt the ring to turn it into a different thing? Maybe that's how that works. I thought it was like you automatically had to choose a ring bearer if you didn't have a ring bearer. Maybe it's only when you get tempted. Look at Max not knowing the rules. All right. I have to be tempted again. Okay. That does make sense. That does make sense. I mean, I was wondering if they're going to add yet another state-based effect to the long list of state-based effects they introduced for battles, but apparently not. So that's good. When you get tempted again, you can choose. Fantastic. Good thing to know. I'm okay, so I'm close to Sarkhan now. That's pretty decent. I could play another arena, but I don't want to kill Sparky too fast. The whole point about this deck is we are trying to get to a... We're not trying to win. We just want to try and get to the combo. I suppose another Phyrexian arena is good. The trouble is that's 2 life per turn, so I can, at most, it will take 8 turns. So we have, at the moment, 16 turns to get around with it. So, not the end of the world, but we've got to do stuff. We've got to be careful about how badly we beat up Sparky. That's the problem. So I can get Sarkhan down now, right? Okay, so we need Sarkhan. Sarkhan is okay. I can't actually play Sarkhan. Um, Never mind. Maybe I'll cycle this at Triome then. I do have red sources in this deck, don't I? Don't I? Maybe. Alright. I mean, to be fair, Sparky having life gain as well is a fantastic thing for us, because if Sparky can gain life, we're not going to be in a terrible... we're not going to be in a terrible position. Pacifism, that is fine. Absolutely great. Don't care. Do not care at all. Okay, there's our Shelob. There's another Sarkhan, which we're going to have to be discarding soon. Yeah. Let's go with the Midnight Reaper. That's fine. I'm going to no attack here. It's fine. Okay, I don't think we need two Sarkhans. We certainly don't need a Doomblade right now. No, we don't need it for Phyrexian Arena. That's fine. We don't need one of those. Hallowed Priest. Cool. We can kill that. In fact, we will. Haha. You are dead. I'm literally murdering for hand size. I don't want to play Shelob just in case something weird goes on with it, which makes it lose its abilities. That's the only reason I don't want to play Shelob right now. Literally the only reason. While we're chatting, if you have signed up to my Kickstarter for serialized stickers, then thank you so much. That is a massive thank you from me to you. Yeah, it's didn't realize. Well, not didn't realize it. It's not something I thought I was going to be doing. Put it that way. As a concept at the start of the month, but yeah, kind of exciting that we I forgot milling is bad actually. Why am I milling? Thankfully I've milled nothing bad. But yeah, yeah, the reaction to the Kickstarter has been overwhelming, like absolutely mad. So many people wanting stickers is so great, like absolutely fantastic for me. So yeah, just if you have done it, thank you so much. If you haven't, that is absolutely fine. It is certainly not a requirement to do so. You know, there's our Oko. So what are we missing here? Ow, 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 ow. Okay, well that was a few cards. So we need the Oko out, we need the Sarkhan out, and we need the Shelob out. So I think we're getting to the point now where we can just go for it, especially as we have duplicates of quite a lot of these. So we go with the Oko. Let's create a food token, just to have it there. Have we still not got a second red source? Do I? Okay. If I don't have another red source, this is going to be a very short game. So discard 3 cards. Yeah, that sounds about right. Gosh. Yeah, fine. What is Sparky actually doing here? Like, there's at least 4 more. I was going to say, I've definitely put some red sources in here, so... There's a Shelob. Alright, so I can get... Let's get the Shelob down. Hey, what's that? It is a giant spider. I don't know what else to tell you. So... What else do I want to get down? I don't want to get anything down. Discard a card. I'm going to discard this. I don't need it. So we have the Shelob down. That's good. We're just looking for the way to animate our Oko, really, and then it's our go. All right. Kill the thing. I could just play Path of Peril and it's not actually going to destroy anything on my side. There we go. Boom. Nothing happens. Hallowed Priest. I'm actually going to eat my food. Gain some life. Yeah, I should have put the other triomes, yeah. There, yay, red sauce. All right, time to go with the combo. Right, let's hit. Well, give me one sec. Settings. Eat your greens. Why not plus? Okay. Mostly because we don't need to, but LOTR streaming. There we go. And hit record. Hello, future Max. So the combo here is that we're going to use Shelob, Child of Ungoliant, which says whenever another creature dealt damage by this turn by a spider you control dies, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a food artifact with 2 taps, sacrifice this artifact, you gain 3 life, and it loses all other card types. So we're going to play Sarkhan the Masterless, which has a +1. Until end of turn, each planeswalker you control becomes a 4/4 red dragon creature and gains flying. So let's do that. We activate the +1 ability. Each planeswalker we control becomes a 4/4 dragon. So we now have an Oko Thief of Crowns dragon and a Sarkhan the Masterless dragon. And then we are going to use Cosmic Hunger. Target creature you control deals damage equals to its power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Yes. So target creature you control, Shelob. Target creature, planeswalker, or battle, Oko. Do you want to target? Yes, I do. Shelob deals 8 damage to Oko. And we create an Oko Thief of Crowns legendary token artifact food, which has, I think, it should have loyalty abilities. It really should have loyalty abilities. So we now have crammed onto it. We have 2 tap sacrifice this artifact, gain 3 life, +2 create a food token, and +1 target artifact creature loses all food and becomes a green elk creature with base power and toughness 3/3. So we now have Oko, who is our snack. And can our food create more food? That is the question. So, here we go. So yeah, so we're going to +2 on our food to make more food. The food makes more foods. That's fantastic. And I can also click it to, yeah. So we now have a very loyal piece of food. Yeah, that's Oko being a snack. That is what we were planning for. And in fact, we can do the same thing to Sarkhan if we really want to. Might as well. Might as well. Yeah, turning Oko into a snack. Yeah, and let's... Oh, no, because that's interesting. Yeah, I was going to say, okay, yeah, we can activate his abilities, but we don't have any mana left, so we can't activate the food. So, yeah, perfect. Is the food no longer a planeswalker? The food, it was never a planeswalker in the first place. The food is just food. But yeah, that is it. That's the combo that I wanted to test, and it appears to have worked. And MTG Arena is fantastic as usual. It just handles things, even the weird things that I want it to do. So yeah, fantastic. I shall hit the stop recording button. Fantastic, good. Well, thanks, Sparky. I'll turn planeswalkers into things, and then we're gonna concede. Well, that worked surprisingly well. That is what I wanted to test out to start with. So that's one in the bag, people. Right, on to the next one. So the next one I wanted to test was Replicating ring. Hopefully, replicating ring is on this. I'm just going to clone my original deck because, to be honest, it mostly is already there. Like, I could just draft again. Not just going to draft until while I have full access to cards. Like, I could do stuff for free, that's fine. But while I have full access to the arena database and I don't have to spend money on stuff, we are we're going to take full advantage of it, and you know, break the game. So I can actually just leave a lot of this in. I'm going to craft 4 of these. We're going to rip out the Okos, rip out the Sarkans. We'll play 4 of those, and then we want Peregrine Took. So I do not know what's going to happen here. I think. Well, there's actually multiple things I want to do here. So we'll get the Peregrine Took. We'll do that. Get the Peregrine Tooks in, and also I want to get the fractal cards. There's some fractal cards from blah 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 blah. What's her name? Strixhaven. So fractal summoning. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X +1/+1 counters on it. That will work with Peregrine Took. I guarantee it. So that's just yet another combo that I want to also test out. But we are at I might only just put 2 of these in. So we only need to cut 5, and we can get rid of the Cosmic Hungers. We do not need those anymore, and we can get rid of the Spider. And sure, why not? Let's run with that. Take out red sources because no more Sarkhan. That is a very good point. In fact, we are both. Yeah, we don't have we don't really have any cards here that we care about. So it's basically black green now. Good. That's cool. Are we going to create the beefiest food known to man? Yes, we are. Yes, well, that is the plan. Got to get your beef in. So let's. How do I edit this deck? Choose the deck. Replicating Took. There we go. So I want to hope for the white deck again. Like, honestly, the white deck is really easy to play against, as long as it doesn't get too out of hand. Yeah, this is a pretty good start. This is a pretty good start. Let's start with Zeatora. Okay, the black deck is fine. Although, the black deck does try and murder stuff quite a lot, which is a problem. Also a problem, I didn't realise this was only a 2-land hand. I blame Doomblade. Doomblades are useless in this matchup. I may concede and go into a different Sparky game, just because the black deck is really annoying. The black deck actually runs removal, and don't really want to play against it. Like I could waste the time, and it would probably take some time, but might as well just re-roll and take one of the other 4 colors, hopefully. So. While you're here, if anyone wants a quick sneak preview of an upcoming thing, you can look in the bottom corner of your screen now and see my my Ozolith. That'll be coming to a video near you relatively soon. Sneak previews. Spoilers, rather. Spoilers. So, yeah. Amongst other things, there are more things as well. Red, we can deal with red. Languish is fine. I'm happy with Languish. Let's get a Midnight Reaper down. goblins. We do not like goblins. You know what? No, that's fine. I'm happy to just sit back here. Herloon Minotaur, or Minotaur, as I say. Not for long. Can I comment on what it is? I know what it is. No, you can't. That's cheating. People who are in the Discord are cheating. That's yet another Herloon Minotaur. There's our Took already. That's really good for us. Reduce to ashes is bad for us, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to kill the Minotaur. And still no attacks. I don't really want to... Well, I could attack and double block, but I think our opponent's just going to attack us both twice here. Oh, no, okay. Exile our opponent's graveyard. Awesome. I think it's time for, yeah, One Ring to rule them all. That is a 3-mana 2/3 vanilla creature. It is, isn't it? What have we milled? I keep forgetting that this mills things. That's fine. That's fine. Don't care about that. As your ring bearer, this is legendary and can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. That is not a problem here. So next turn, stuff will die. Kaboom! Awesome. We'll play the Triome. I may get the Peregrine Took out. We have 4 of them in the deck. I may as well get... maybe, actually no. The better thing is get Phyrexian Arena out. That's perfect. I don't care about attacking. We don't care about attacking. That's fine. Lands are good. Replicating Ring. Perfect. So we need to get this going ASAP. So, Replicating Ring. I'm going to get Peregrine Took out as well. So now we have to basically waste 8 turns and see what happens. Basically. Which is fine. I could retempt. What happens? When it attacks, draw a card, discard a card. I'm less bothered by that. We're just going to sit back. Like the red cards could do some, you know, it could be nasty, but there's nothing I can do about it. My ring bearer dies. I take some damage. There's another replicating ring. Excellent. Draw in all the cards. Ah, here's something I can do. Fractal summoning. Okay, let's test the first one. Hello, Future Max. So we have Fractal Summoning. Created 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X +1/+1 counters on it. So we're going to play this for... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we play it for X is 7. Auto pay? Yes. So yeah, my food is now... my food has a 7/7... 7 +1/+1 counters on it. It is the beefy food. It is actual beef. If you animated it, it would turn into a beefy boy. So yeah, good. Well, that works. That's one for the old shorts. So now the real question is what happens with the replicating rings. I want to know if they're going to be called a replicated ring. That's the question. I'm literally just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. I suppose I can crack my food. Like, I suppose I can crack food. I might as well gain some life. I'll get rid of my beefy food. And just end the turn. Yeah, fine. Bye. Another 5 turns. Is it 5 turns? Yeah. Maybe I should have gone with some proliferate. That would have been a that would have been a good one. Oh gosh. Get rid of languish. We don't need the languishes now we have a peregrine tuck, so. Why is Sparky doing absolutely nothing? They've got one card in hand. They've just drawn lands the entire game, as far as I can tell. I want to play another replicated ring just to get it out of my hand. Still no attacks. So yeah, it's the same as the Chatterfang combo as we previously had, like the standard Chatterfang combo, where because it has the words like put it on this card or whatever, you know, create a token, put the things on this card. That's the reason why you end up putting the counters on putting the counters on the token afterwards. That's what I was trying to get out. There are other effects that do it, but I think mostly only in Modern. So, wow, Sparky really has drawn nothing but lands. That's extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. All right, next turn. I'm going to submit these two to submit. Right, recording. Sparky plays a creature. Right, so Phyrexian resolves. Okay. These are called replicated ring. Unfortunately, the food token is called food. Okay, fine. That was the thing I wanted to check. Was when you create some tokens. So I created 8 replicated ring tokens. I wanted to know if the additional food token was going to be called replicated ring or not. So it doesn't work on Magic the Gathering Online. Apparently it doesn't work on Magic Arena. And I kind of think that makes sense, but I don't think it's explicitly kind of laid out in the rules anywhere. I may be wrong on that, but my understanding is that the rules say that you wouldn't get any abilities. Like Flying and Vigilance, for example. If it says create a token with Flying and Vigilance, you wouldn't get that. But any other characteristics like tapped, attacking, you know, within reason. I think if you create a token that's tapped and attacking, we'll create a food that's tapped, not attacking, because obviously it's not a creature. So I was wondering, like, why wouldn't you get out a token named, you know, because this is generating things named replicated ring or replicated ring. Like, in theory, that's not an ability that the token has. So yeah, bit annoying. It's one of these things where it's like, should the rules work? How the rules should work? I don't 100% know. But yeah, who knows? Game may be working, may not be working. Anyway, that was conceit number 2. Does token make a token named food? No, it just makes a food token. Now, it could be that a food token is explicitly designed in the rules as creates a food and a token. That is a good point, actually, because I did mean to test this with Chatterfang, so I should get Chatterfang out and do exactly the same combo again, but with Chatterfang. Because Chatterfang makes squirrels, and squirrels are not food, and squirrels are named, like, the only reason they're called squirrels is that they are like squirrel tokens. So in theory, I think, you know, we could do it with replicated ring on squirrels, and it would certainly take less time. So, well, I say less time. Let's try that again, but this time let's be sensible about this. Let's edit the deck, because Chatterfang does exist, I think. I'm going to turn my fan off as well because I am cold. Remember to add proliferate in this one. Indeed, yes. Yeah, let's speed this up a little bit. Yeah, create that many green squirrel tokens as well. So I don't think in the rules, when I may be wrong on this, but when it says create a token, I don't think the name squirrel is inherently part of my understanding is that the squirrel name comes from the fact that it is a squirrel, or it was created as a squirrel, because that's its creature type. I mean, it's not its name. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that should be how it works. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Well, we don't even need the peregrine tuxin, do we? Let's go replicating Fang and proliferate. Now we've just had a set where proliferate was, let's say, mildly put in, so we should be okay with this. Let's go down. I'm gonna go down the languishes. I know they're very good. Probably Tezzeret's Gambit is actually really good here. We can go down the fractal summonings. Tezzeret's Gambit is like the poster child of drawing and proliferating. So we don't need Shelob, that's true. So maybe we actually can bring the languages back in. Take out the languages, do some other stuff, put the languages back in. Perfect. Because we can pay for this with Phyrexian mana, so that might be good enough to get us done a little bit faster. So let's give that a shot. So what are people, while I get to the combo point, what are people excited about doing with the Lord of the Rings set? How are you going to do stuff? I accept that is an awful question. XRCon42. Howdy Max, how goes it? It goes pretty well. Having this replicating ring in my opening hand is extremely good for me. Yeah, oh god. It's been a long day already. As it always is, I work, so it's always going to be a long day, but we've made some good progress so far in terms of combos. We turned Oko into a snack, which is fantastic. I did not realize that our opponent was already hitting us for dumb amounts of damage. Thankfully, Language is in hand, so my Nile Legends deck gets a ton of cool new cards. I am happy that you do. That sounds awesome. Right. While I'm here, I'm just gonna just chat among yourselves. I realized what I should have done was take a screenshot and post it of myself. Hello, future me. Where's my snacky? Where's my snacky Oko? There's snacky Oko. Cool. So yeah, let's put that on Twitter. There we go. I heard that Oko is a snack, but this is ridiculous. Perfect. Good. Right, we've done everything that we needed to do. Murder our opponent for trying to kill us. I'm looking at putting Saruman of many colours in my Jared Carthalian EDH deck and possibly building a new EDH deck with Sauron. Nice. That sounds like an excellent. What does Saruman of many colours do? I don't know if I've got a card bot up, so I wouldn't be able to just know that off the top of my head. What does Saruman of many colours do? I could Google it. That would be sensible, but I'm lazy. The card is lying. It only has 3 colours. That's not many. That's more than 2. It has some colours. Card of some colours. Okay, so we're actually staying alive, which is good. We are staying alive. But we do desperately need to get some cards out. And there's our Chatterfang. Okay, good. So that's perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Do we have one ring to rule them all? I think we do. Ward, discard an enchantment, instant, or sorcery. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, each opponent mills 2 cards. Oh, okay. Cool. I can actually attack with this, can't I? Nice. I'm using the ring! Woo! Okay, where are we at? We're at 5 for the replicated ring. That is a good point, actually. Well, I was going to say, it's a good point. Oh, it doesn't matter. The one ring is about to wipe the board, and we're not in any problems anymore. There's more text, Max. It's an actual book, that card. Yeah, it honestly sounds it, yeah. Yeah, it just keeps going. Right, I need some more health. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work, by the way, but we're actually this happened a lot faster, so I'm a lot happier about just doing this. Although we might kill our opponent, because that last ability on the one ring to rule them all is pretty terrifying. See how much life they lose. They're on 16. They take 7 damage. Wow. Okay, well, we're already at 7. I'm not going to proliferate it anymore. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah. All right, let's hit start recording. Start recording. Hello, Max. No attacks. Let's hope that they do not kill Chatterfang. Oh, you are kidding me. I was joking. No. No. Why? Why would you do that? Red deck. That's so mean. Oh, that's so frustrating. All right, fine. I'll kill your goblin. Now I have to wait whole extra 8 turns. Yep. At least we've got infinite mana, I suppose. Oh no! What am I doing? I'm proliferating. I'm tilted. I'm tilted. They're tilting me. Oh. Okay, fine. Sparky made that card up on the spot. It bloody did, didn't it? That's, yeah, not happy. Sparky, you're on notice. Maybe it knows that Chatterfang's a really good card. I have no idea. I'm mildly upset at this point. Okay, we've got to go for Phyrexian Arena. Gotta go for Phyrexian Arena. Gotta start swinging with my Murderous Rider. Oh, gonna block. Okay, good. That is the perfect thing. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. We gain life. Everything is awesome. And we're at turn 2. Turn 2 of 8. I tried, people. I thought it was going to be fast. Sparky punished me for my hubris. Panamonicon is the weird son of Gandalf and Alish Norn. I'm definitely the other way around. Panamonicon is the OG. Tezzera's Gambit on top. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Come on, Sparky. Look at all the creatures you can murder. You know you want to. Replicate, proliferate, up to 5. Right. I could play Chatterfang early, so Chatterfang doesn't... It's not too worried about it. Or I can just try and murder Sparky, and maybe they have to use the removal. It's not ideal, Sparky. Yay, there we go. Shock. 1 shock down. Perfect. Perfect. I wish I knew what they had in their hand. That is a lot of creatures all of a sudden. We're going to go for Murderous Rider number 3 because we like Murderous Riders apparently. And next turn we have to play the Chatterfang. Let's hope that they don't have removal. I could attack with multiple creatures just to try and bait it out, but I worry that they're just going to try and kill themselves. Let's Chatterfang. Fine. No attacks. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Ooh. Okay. They haven't immediately destroyed Chatterfang. On my turn, Chatterfang, replicating ring triggers. Aw, boo! They're called squirrels. Okay, that's kind of what I was expecting. There is obviously a rule that I've missed, or some sort of edge case where this isn't exactly how it's supposed to work, but that's fine. You know, this is why we do the testing. This is why we do the testing. And sometimes we go and talk to the rules managers and they're like, yeah, probably it should work the other way. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're like, Max, what are you trying to do? Seriously. Okay, cool. So we have done we've done 2 of the things that I wanted to do. I also wanted to do a mass. I wanted to just make sure I wanted to see what happened with a mass and a mass orcs. Which is quite an easy one to do. So let's do that one next. So that one is using some of the old cards, basically. So we have a mass. We have a mass orcs, but if we hit craft, we should be able to go all the... I'm going to say we should be able to go all the way... Do we not have War of the Spark on here? Do we not have War of the Spark on here? How far back does this go? I was going to say War of the Spark is back here. We have a mass. Select format. Direct game. Aha. There we go. A mass. Okay, they've... it's errated. Ooh, that's exciting. So they've errated all the mass cards. I did not realize that. Have they? I don't think they've announced that yet. Have they? Have they? Is that? I was going to say that doesn't seem like it's known errata to me. I'm excited. Ooh, spicy. There you go. Ooh, errata. They haven't announced it. Okay. That's cool. I want to see what happens. I basically want to get zombie orcs. That's all I care about. I want to get some zombie orcs. I don't care how I do it. I want to do it with the rarest cards possible. So I do care how I do it, but sure. Maro definitely said. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well, I can still be happy about it. There we go. Should we get this? We'll get Sauron in. There we go. 3 Saurons. Dreadhorde Invasion's a pretty good one, to be honest. I really want to, because I know it's going to turn it into a zombie orc army. I think, well, that's what I'm assuming. That's what I'm alleging. That's what I am saying. Whenever a creature an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage. I did look at this card during going through my scan of cards and wondered out, like, what could possibly be within that. It is an interesting one. Like, how could we break this? What is excess non-combat damage? Like, if I deal damage with a pinger which has got death touch, except that it's got like 10 power. So if I tap and deal 10 power with death touch, the excess damage there is surely X -1, right? Like where X is the power, or X is the number of the amount of non-combat damage you deal, or well, however we're going to do it. Feels like that might be right. The whole concept about excess stuff is kind of an interesting one. Ooh. Yes. Sorry. That trigger. Well, I don't know why, but that triggered something in my head to one of the things I do want to test at some point is how many different things we can get into the Eater of Souls, I think it is. Is it Eater of Souls? This is going to be a completely different deck Eater. It should be a piece of equipment. Is it called Eater? I'm sure it's called Eater. Oh, why is that? Type equipment. Eater of Virtue, here we go. As long as a card exile with Eater of Virtue has flying, equipped creature has flying. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Protection, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So, that's a really interesting piece of equipment. I want to know what happens if you do it with Hexproof from blue, Hexproof from black, Hexproof from green, Hexproof from red, and Hexproof from white. Plus, protection from everything. Protection from well, obviously not protection from everything, but protection from artifacts, protection from Converted Mana Cost 3, trample over planeswalkers. I want to see how many instances of things I can get onto Eater of Virtue. Like, can I get the weird ones onto it? So that's one thing we can try after this, actually. I will put that down because that has triggered a memory, and I feel like there's got to be some MTGA interesting things here. Obviously, it's not showcasing the new cards, so if you want to do that, if you want to see new cards, there's about 300 and 400 of the people playing the game. You know why you're here. You're here for the nonsense, and this is me bringing it. So, let's get the murdering cards and the proliferating cards, and just stick some stuff in. Doomblade. Trample over planeswalkers is not an arena. Okay, yeah, fine. That was the only one I could think of off the top of my head. But yeah, it might be that I have to do it on Magic Online then, which is less ideal. It's not less ideal. I mean, it's where I've made most of my videos, but obviously I've got all the access to all the cards at the moment, so. And the rules tend to be slightly better on this. I have to say, the you know, when you're merging three creatures into the same creature using Vecna, for example, like the Vecna stuff always works on Magic Arena, but it doesn't work on Magic Online. I haven't checked my Vecna. It really should be a Vecna check every time the game comes out. It's like, what three creatures could I put into each other that would have some really broken effects with some triggered abilities? I mean, Sauron the Dark Lord is a pretty good Vecna target, shall we say? Yeah, that's a lot of triggered abilities, shall we say? Unfortunately, there's the real thing about Vecna tricks is trying to stick interesting ones on top of each other. I mean, you could stick three Saurons in each other. Should we put three Saurons in a Vecna? That does feel like it would be quite broken. It does also feel like we could draw infinite cards. Certainly, whenever your opponent casts a spell, amass orcs ×3 seems pretty decent. Yeah, I could. You know what I could do? I could kill two birds with one stone. True polymorph. Come on, game. You know that I'm going to want true polymorph at this point. Like, why are you not crafting it by default? Seriously. Can't get the stuff. Hi, Vecna. Hand Vecna. Omniscient craft. Perfect. Right. Vecna. Actually put those cards in that I crafted. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Omniscient. What's the combo which can't lose the game? Can't lose the game. Is it Book of Exalted Deeds? Yeah. I'm gonna create a Book of Exalted Deeds and then get like a Faceless Haven as well. Just to keep me like I miss my Platinum Angel. I'm sorry. I miss my Platinum Angel. I need my Platinum Angel, kids. All right. Book of Exalted Deeds. Book of Exalted. There we go. 59 out of 60 cards. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Yeah, I think that's. There's also just actual Platinum Angel on Arena. Psh, psh. Oh, there is. Sweet. Don't have to tell me twice. We don't use Haven anymore. Oh, okay. Why do we not use Haven? We don't go to Haven. It is a silly place. Mutavault is a lot easier for this. Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. Oh, we got Mutavaults. Yeah. Cool. Boop. Skibbity boop. Plains. I really need some more white sources. Let's go to lands. What colors are we? We are everything but green. So, Triome. Craft triomes. So everything but green. Survey. And We are, but yeah, that's right. Yeah, survive triumphs look pretty good. Stick a bunch of those in. I'm actually quite happy. We need one more card. Maybe another omniscience. I was going to say, there's the old passage for Ravenholm. We don't go there anymore. Yeah. That Ravenholm was one of the experiences of certainly was one of the experiences, wasn't it? Especially it's like, oh, zombies, they're a certain speed, and then it's like, ah, hello. And also, I hated when it's like you go into a building or whatever it is, and then you turn around and face a head crab drops on you from above. Yeah, just no. It's like I have a VR set. I could play I could play Half-Life 2 in VR. No. 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 I do not wish to do that. I like I like fun games like Zelda, which have their own terrifying bits in. What's the craziest thing you've done in a real EDH game? Oh man, it is. I don't have any that really come to mind because I haven't played that much paper EDH, to be brutally honest. However, it's probably something to do with getting like Thousand Year Storm out and just storming off in my Storm Matters deck. That was the deck that I had for the longest time. Was Storm Matters, and it was reasonable fun. Not for everyone else, but just like combining some of the jankiest stuff into a deck is really good fun. Yeah, I think the commander for that is Mizzix, and therefore you get experience counters, and that just makes it just pops off. Is fantastic. Okay, we're gonna keep a 5-card hand, and we also get a Vecna up front, which is good. No, I don't. I was gonna say I need a way of turning the things into the other things. Storm Matters. You had my curiosity, now you have my attention. I basically went through and built a deck that was as stormy as possible. So tried really hard to. So if you have storm in the flavor text, the title, the name of the card, if it had the ability storm, obviously, like yeah. So there's like quite a few things that just fit in naturally into the deck. And yeah, it was good. It was pretty good. I like you have to put stuff in to just make it work, because like mana rocks, there are no stormy mana rocks. So yeah, it's not perfectly like on theme, as it were, but it's pretty good. It's really good fun. I need to wipe this up. Bye bye. Sorry, Sparky. There is having too much fun. Can we stop? Seriously, I may die here. I suppose I can block on my Mutavault. I'm gonna take it. I have enough. I have some. Well, I was gonna say I have enough removal in my deck. I'm not sure I do. I'm really not sure I do. Sure, let's draw a card. Okay. All right. Well, we're not a million miles away. We're really not a million miles away from having the Book of Exalted Deeds show up. So, yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, next turn, if we draw planes, it's entirely possible we can Stabilize at 1 life. Planes. Planes. Decline to pay. 2. And that kills our Mutavault as well. Alright. Yeah. You killed us, Sparky. Sigh. I decline. I do not wish to lose 2 life. I also decline. I can't actually. There's another Mutavault. That at least keeps us alive. Alright. Give me a planes. Give me a planes. Sparky's getting all the planes. I want one. Give me some planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or give me 2 more lands. So I can omniscience my Book of Exalted. I even need the triple anyway. Have I only played any of Slay the Spire? I have played hundreds of hours of Slay the Spire. I am I have played all of the Slay the Spire. I've played it on Steam. I've played it on my phone. I've played it on loads of consoles. I love Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire stuff is for me. It's one of those games which is just quintessentially, great. It knows exactly what it does. It's still going. Like people still make content for it. Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. All right, well, we might as well get Sauron down. Sauron as a big blocker. It's a pretty good blocker. Do you want to swing into my? Wow. Okay. Okay. One cat versus Sauron the Dark Lord. Right. Sure. That's a languish. Still struggling here. So yeah. God, the game's really laggy now as well. As soon as Sauron came out. How Sauron the Dark Lord, whenever an opponent casts a spell, a mass orcs 1. Sweet. That is my orc army. How have I not got another mass card yet either? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Still no attacks. And the turn. We're in a good spot. Do keep in mind that Sauron dies to 6 squirrels. Yes. Yes, it does. Hallowed Priest. Okay. Yeah, gonna be a 3/3. Again. Can I not just block on my Sauron? What are you doing? Alright. Good. My turn? Still more true polymorphs. I mean, I'm going to need those. But again, we are currently moving at a glacial pace. It's like, come on. Alright. Yeah, resolve. Get my orcs, my big orcs. There's a okay. There's a Dreadhorde invasion. I can't play that. Do not play Dreadhorde invasion, Max. Not until you're invulnerable. Maybe you can play it. All right, we'll block on our army. Opponent casts a spell. We amass orcs. Yeah, good. We literally onboard combat tricks you to death. Good job, Sparky. Yep, that is 4. Okay, 4 damage to target creature. You deal damage. You gain life equal to the damage dealt this way. Target player mills 4. Amass zombies 4. I think... Well, I could do Sauron. Although I then have to sacrifice a legendary artifact or a legendary creature. Which I don't really want to be doing. I could... Well, yeah, that's the only trouble. The ward works for me as well. Now, I could deal 4 damage to this orc army. It should be big enough. Is it ward is only opponents? Is that true? Oh, wow. Okay. In which case, fine. Do you want to target it? Sure. Target player. Mills 4. Sparky can mill 4. Right. So I think, in theory, this should now, after God Eternals and Sauron the Dark Lord, so we have Sauron the Dark Lord, cast a spell, and mass orcs 1. Enter the God Eternals is a mass zombies 4. So this should now be, yeah, orc army zombie. So we now have a zombie orc army, which is pretty cool. Excellent. So that was one of the things we wanted to do. That's good. And now we're at 5 life. So that's also good. Angel of Vitality. That is mildly terrifying, but okay. I guess I can languish, right? If I really need to. I'm still waiting on the 10th land or another plains. I just want to say that. I'm just gonna carry on saying that. We're still waiting on another land or plains. Like, knowing my luck, I'm probably going to end up it being, you know, just a plains. I draw plains. That's this community is the superlative. I just think they're neat. Right, what am I discarding here? I do not need another book of Exalted Deeds. I need 1 book of Exalted Deeds to stay alive. That's all I need. To stay alive forever. That is a card. That is a land. Not only is it a land, it is a land that allows me to tap for things. Yes. Alright. I think next turn I'm going to get Omniscience down. And then following Omniscience, I'm going to then do a bunch of stuff. Staying alive. God, I've got all my eyes of Vecnus. Jeez. Omniscience, fine. Book of Exalted Deeds. Cast for 0, please. Because 0 is a good cost. Yeah, that's fine. Still no attacks. Sparky still doing nothing. Alright, good. Give me I've drawn Hands and Eyes of Vecna. There's still no books of Vile Darkness. The Vile Darkness book went in, right? The Book of Vile Darkness did go in the deck. He says, hopefully. I really hope it did. I typed in the word Vecna, and I think I put all of them in. I'm pretty sure I did. Because I think it's part of the abilities, right? It creates a Vecna, so typing the word Vecna in should yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's just when I draw all of the pieces in triplicate, it just makes me slightly concerned, is all. That's a Doomblade. Alright, so first things first, let us turn this into a creature. And then we're going to target an angel. Can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. And I'm going to Doomblade, Charmed Stray because I am evil and I wanted to kill the cat. And whew, okay, good. Now we are secure. Mostly secure. my orc army is pacified, which is pretty you know, pretty interesting. There's a Sauron. Okay, good. Still no attacks. Discard 2. We do not need second copies of either of these, so that's fine. Sorry, third copies. Come on, deck. Now we can just auto pay and start double drawing our deck, so that would be nice. I could attack with a. I could try and kill this, and then I can actually like get tempted by the ring, and then the ring, you know, I could actually discard my hand and draw 4, but that is also a terrible thing for me to do. So -1. Gandalf being at -1. He's at half move and dodge. What is the goal here? The goal here is to, well, the goal here, I can start showing off part of the goal here. So, actually, no, I'm not going to. The plan is to true polymorph Sauron the Dark Lord into the Hand of Vecna, play the second Sauron the Dark Lord, true polymorph it into the Eye of Vecna, and then true polymorph the third Sauron the Dark Lord into the Book of Vile Darkness. Then we have we have a Vecna, which is triple ward, triple when an opponent casts a spell, triple whenever an army you control deals combat damage, and triple whenever the ring tempts you. Which I just think is an amusing thing to make, personally. So we have all the bits in hand that we need. We just need to draw into a Book of Vile Darkness, and we need to. I meant to accept that, didn't I? Sorry, I'll cycle. Cycling is like the other one. There's the last Sauron. So I just need the Book of Vile Darkness. We have 23 cards left in our library. So, you know, we'll get there eventually. This is all the cards that we need in hand as well. Like, we can get rid of these two. We just, yeah. I'll auto pay. But, you know, there's, like I say, there's plenty of things here where we just don't need, you know, we don't need to do anything. So we can get rid of a Hand of Vecna. Yeah, we have all the Hands of Vecna we need. Cat. Okay, cat resolves, that's fine. Can Doomblade said cat. Again, we like killing cats, that's fine. It's not, I don't really care. Like, if our opponent wants to, you know, if Sparky wants to do stuff, we are invulnerable, so I'm tempted to play Dreadhorde Invasion for the hell of it. Sure. Might as well. I mean, I could just play Eye of Vecna #2 and just keep one of them. And then that draws us another card, so. Yeah. Even more Dreadhordes. Oh, come on, deck, please. I'd like to have the card now. The card that makes this all work. Enter the God Eternals. Can I please draw a Book of Vile Darkness? If it's not in the deck, I'm going to feel really, really bad. Like, I feel like it is. Because I typed it, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Thank goodness for that. We got there eventually, people. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with Sauron the Dark Lord. We're going to use True Polymorph to turn target artifact or creature becomes a copy of another target artifact or creature. So we target, we say, without alternate cost, we say this creature is going to become an Eye of Vecna. We want to keep the, choose the legendary opponent you wish to keep. We wish to keep the Sauron, which is an Eye of Vecna. Okay, good. So we play a Sauron, the Dark Lord. We true polymorph Sauron, the Dark Lord into Hand of Vecna. and we want to keep the Hand of Vecna, which is a Sauron. So now we have a Sauron that is an Eye of Vecna and a Sauron which is a Hand of Vecna. We play Book of Vile Darkness. We play Sauron the Dark Lord. We play True Polymorph. We turn Sauron the Dark Lord into a Book of Vile Darkness. We turn Sauron the Dark Lord into a Book of Vile Darkness. Thank you. We keep the Sauron, which is a Book of Vile Darkness. So now we can activate the Book of Vile Darkness, the Hand of Vecna, the Eye of Vecna, and we end up with a Vecna, a zombie god, which has Ward, sacrifice a legendary artifact, legendary creature, Ward, sacrifice a legendary artifact, legendary creature. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, a Mass Orcs 1. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, a Mass Orcs 1. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, a Mass Orcs 1. Whenever an army you control deals combat damage, the ring tempts you, it tempts you, it tempts you. And whenever the ring tempts you, discard and draw 4, discard and draw 4, and discard and draw 4. So yeah, that's a pretty good Vecna, shall we say. So now the real question is, oh, I know what I can do as well. I can enable Mutavault. Let's go to combat. Let's attack. Let's attack with our Mutavault. And let's deal some combat damage. Mutavault is an army, people. So choose a creature to be my ring bearer. It's got to be Vecna, right? Yep. So now Vecna is my... Now whenever the ring tempts you, I can discard my hand and draw 4 cards. Sure. Boom. Whee. Draw 4 cards. Whee. And do it again. And then the ring tempts me. I'm going to choose Vecna. Now I can discard my hand and draw 4 cards. Yeah. This all seems good. Yeah. I'm out of cards. Sure. Yeah. Still the ring. Yeah, we can we'll decline these. And yeah. So we managed to do that 3 times. And now we've ended up with Vecna, which is indestructible as well. Oh yes, Vecna, famously from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so let's hope that Sparky is going to cast some spells. I think I'm going to wait till Sparky casts some spells. I just want to see. I wanted to see the amassing 3. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Triple Vecna. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, amass Orcs 3. Perfect. Thanks, Sparky. That's all I wanted you to do. Perfect. All right, and that is the end of that. We got there in the end, people. Oh, that is a text box and a half. Gosh. Yep. Yeah, Vecna, famously Lord of the Ringsy. That was more of a side mission, but I'm glad we did it because that was fun. What else did I want to cover today? Super weird. I expect nothing less from you. Vecna is fantastic. Like yeah, the triggered ability stuff is just awesome. Right, the last one I did want to test, which is a concept I've seen before, but still shorter than Questing Beast. Yeah, that'd be nice. The last thing I want to see is Display of Power and Arcane Bombardment. So Display of Power. We're going to be direct game. I can just stick these in. And Arcane Bombardment. So, the combo here is that you can copy cards and then cast copies. So yes, you can basically, because you can exile the card at random, this will be exiled underneath Arcane Bombardment and it can be copied. The card can be copied and cast. It's just that you can't then copy the spell when it exists on the stack, if that makes sense. The cards can be copied, or at least it should be. That is the combo. It definitely works. I've seen it work on somebody else's video. This is like the new iteration of it, so I thought I might as well showcase it. So, how do I craft this? There we go, craft. It's so dumb that it works. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie, it is a little bit dumb. But we do need some more arcane. We do need some more spells for this to go with. So we need red, instant or sorcery. Lightning bolt. We like lightning bolts. Do. What other good red spells are there, people? what other spells? What other spells do we want to see copied? I think there's another spell that can't be copied as well. It's not in red, but yeah, C double. There you go. So yeah, this is one that also can be copied by Arcane Bombardment in theory, anyway. I'm not going to go with that one because like we've seen it, but it feels like them. You know, there should be something here that we can go. Maybe it's just destroy. Deal damage each creature in red. Can I sort by rarity? This is where I want a Scryfall plugin. I really want a Scryfall plugin for Arena. Just be like, just please, just do things in the nice way for me. You know, like Anger of the Gods. Is Anger of the Gods still decent? I think in the deck that I'm building here, which is trying to face Sparky, I think absolutely it is. Do I want to do Fires of Mount Doom? No, I don't. It'd be interesting, but no. Conductive Current. That's a alchemy card, isn't it? Choose an instant or sorcery card. It perpetually gains. If this spell would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Wow. Cool. Interesting. I think Brotherhood End here is also pretty decent. I mean, that's like a whole bunch of cards. I mean, we don't need creatures. Literally, we do not need creatures. We just need damage to everything. We need ways of dealing with all of our opponent's stuff. So Chandra's pretty good. I've heard that Chandra is a very good card. Does increasing vengeance work with arcane bombardment? That is a great question. Increasing vengeance. Copy target instant sorcery spell you control. If this spell was cast, no, because it is copying the spell. If it was copying the card, then it would. But there's only a couple of cards that copy cards rather than copying spells. If that makes sense. Storm's Wrath is a fantastic choice, so happy with that. Deal 5 damage. Just start increasing the things. I wanted more Chandras. 2, 3, 4. Mizik's Mastery. Yes, Mizik's Mastery also works. So yeah, we should make some of those as well. We also want more things to copy. Deal damage. Shock? Surely shock exists, right? Oh, it's not rare or mythic rare, right? There we go, shock. Good. So this is my deck. My deck is basically made for killing creatures. Burn. There we go. And then after this, we might, unless anyone's got any things they want to test, we may be. Where's my burn deck? Where's my deck? Oh, did I not set a format? I am confused. It is direct game, yeah. Did I add lands? Just mountains, right? Yeah. Why is it not letting me oh, okay, there it was. What match? Burn. There you go. I could have sworn it wasn't there. It's alright. We're good. We're good. Yep. Display of power exists. That is great. Oh, Sparky, I'm so sorry. I am ready to play too. I don't think you're going to be happy with me. Yeah. I don't really want to be dealing destroying a single. There we go. We can shock it. Ew. Cloudkin Seer gets our opponent a card. Now it gets a bolt. Burn. We have no way of winning except for burn. When in doubt, more burn. More burn. Oh, wow. Sweet. Yeah. So we have to be careful because like the display of power, yeah, we just need to be actually be able to make sure we can cast that at the same time as another spell. Well, maybe not. Like if we're getting it under the arcane, that might be fine. And you know, I suppose we could just cast it for casting it sake and then Mizzix it from the graveyard as well. You know, that's an option. I think for now we're just gonna chill. That's illegal. Five toughness is illegal. I'm sorry. Not a fan. Windstorm Drake. Cool. My turn. So let's hold full control. So we Anger of the Gods. Pay. So I'm just gonna display a power this. Just so it's in the graveyard. Pardon me. Although I muted my sneeze, so you shouldn't have been able to hear me, so that's good. Gonna Anger of the Gods twice. So we do have a display of power in the graveyard, which is fantastic. In 2 more turns, we might be able to Mizzix's Mastery as well, which will be kind of interesting. I would like to see what happens. It is at sorcery speed, though. We are trying to... That would be trying to cast the sorcery speed thing at a very slow speed. So, yeah, we probably want to overload it for the bonus. Is that 7 in that stack, or do I have 7 mana? Like, if I overload this, what happens? Oh, that just works. Okay, good. Cool. Select the card without paying its mana cost. All right, so we're going to go... Let's start recording. Say, hey, Izzy, what are we doing? We have had a very... we've had a very fun-filled evening so far. The best thing we've done so far is turn Oko into a snack. At the moment, we're just testing out the display of power. So we have Mizzix's Mastery. This says this spell can't be copied. I'm about to cast the copy of this spell. So we're going to cast the shock, targeting our opponent. We're going to cast the lightning bolt, targeting our opponent. Going to cast the lightning bolt, targeting our opponent. And then this spell can't be copied. Would you like to cast a copy? I would love to cast a copy. I will cast a copy. Targeting. No. I was going to say, surely that doesn't work. Maybe it does work, but I'm gonna select it regardless. I guess it's on the stack. Does this even work? It feels broken that is a thing. Obviously, like, it doesn't quite work because Mizzix's Mastery is like exiling cards regardless, but even still. Would I like to cast the card? I would. Yeah, good. So stuff resolves. We blow up the world. Display of power happens. Okay, so fine. I can target it, but because the spell is resolved by the time display of power happens, that's fine. No, that kind of does make sense. But it does mean that I get to copy and choose new targets for all of these bits. And yeah, we're just gonna do a whole bunch of bolts. That's actually quite a decent little combo, to be perfectly honest. Like, that's a really good combo for red. You know, an overload which copies, you know, you deal a bunch of damage, copy everything with the last spell in hand. That seems pretty decent. And it's in mono red. Like, you know, that's kind of what I was hoping for. All right, so we that's one down. There's the Arcane Bombardment. That's perfect. So when I cast, okay, I can exile. Then I can copy each card exiled with it. Okay. So I just need another display of power then, really. I'm just going to burn. There we go. Okay, so yes, it does need to be... Right, that's interesting. So it needs to be in there, and then I need to cast something, and it will exile it underneath it. Okay, cool. So as long as I'm casting... Let's cast one spell a turn. It's going to get rid of one spell a turn, essentially. So that's pretty good. Am I just being silly now? I am just being silly now, so that's fine. Waterikin Shaman. Okay, well, we kill that. Burn everything. This feels unfair. A little bit unfair for Sparky. But yeah, like you see, we're basically cycling through our cards at the moment. There's the display of power. Okay, so I can literally just cast that, targeting 0 spells, kill everything. We'll shock it. When in doubt, overkill. Real Tal, hey Max, Hex Max, Maxi, Max Max. Done anything zany yet? I like to think so. I think we've done quite a lot this evening already. How long have we been going for? 2 hours, gosh. I think I'd like to think so, yeah. We turned Oko into a snack, which I haven't checked Twitter yet, but I'm hoping that Twitter enjoyed that. All right, let's start recording. So, Arcane Bombardment has exiled a display of power. A display of power says this spell can't be copied. I am about to copy this card. So we are going to copy the display of power, targeting. Yeah, why not? Let's target that spell, and then shock, targeting Sparky, and then Anger of the Gods, and then Brotherhood End, and that'll be good. Yep. So we can basically cast. Well, even though a spell says this spell can't be copied, you can still copy. You can still copy it as long as you're copying the card and not copying the spell. So cool. Well, I've got that twice now. Was Oko tasty? Oko was pretty tasty, I have to say. Yeah, we got one of the nice things about an Oko food is that you can uptick +2 on an Oko food planeswalker. He's not a planeswalker. He's just an Oko food artifact with loyalty abilities, and so you can +2 on it, and it generates a food token. So you can food. Basically, you have as long as your opponent doesn't have any way of destroying artifacts, you can just kill things using your Okos. I bet if you garnish him with a honey and walnut aioli, he would taste delicious. I can't honestly comment. We put 3 Vecnas in a. So we put 3 Saurons in a Vecna, so that's good. Are there any other really good triggered abilities that would go in a Vecna? That's an interesting one. Let me just have a quick look at the connection. Like, I want to have a look at the One Ring stuff. Is it the One Ring? There we go. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, you gain protection from everything until your next turn. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life for each burden counter on the One Ring. Put a burden counter on the One Ring, then draw a card for each burden counter on the One Ring. Okay, not a very interesting thing. So somebody said it would be quite funny to make the One Ring your ring bearer. That's all. That was on somebody else's Discord. If people want to see that being a thing, then I'm happy to do that. I don't know necessarily if I've got many other combos that I wanted to test out today. And certainly I don't want to just be generating content for people just for the sake of it. Like, you know, you're here for the weird stuff. I'm here for the weird stuff. You know, I'm not just gonna spend all my time. You know, I'm not gonna draft because, well, I'm happy to draft if people want to see a draft, for example. Like, I'm happy to just be driven by what people want to do. Like I said, the only other thing I could think of is if there's some really weird like hexproof froms to go with. I'll just see if there is hexproof from on here. Oh no, we've still got Tom Bombadil to do. He says, yeah, I've still got a Tom Bombadil deck to make. Let's do that. I just want to double check. I want to see what happens with Tom Bombadil. So direct game, Tom Bombadil. So he is a God Bard. As long as there are 4 or more lore counters. So whenever the final chapter ability of a saga you control resolves, you reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a saga card, and put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This big ability triggers only once each turn. Now, I want to be able to take off counters to do that, and there are a number of different ways you can do that. But generally speaking, well, there's Goldberry. Goldberry is one of them, and I want to see what happens if you do it in response to the final chapter ability, because you should, in theory, be able to remove a counter in response to the final ability being on the stack. That ability can still resolve, and then you get the Tom Bombadil effect. So I still want to see what happens. So let's get 4 of these in the deck. General Rokirik. I don't know what that is in. I don't know what that's in reference to. So yeah. Sorry, I'm yeah, distracted. Right, let's have a look at some saga types. I mean, we got scrolls. Like, there's plenty of things. Well, first things first, Goldberry. So Goldberry is Goldberry Rivedotti. You can move a counter of each type not on Goldberry from another target opponent you control onto Goldberry. So we can... Oh, has XP from Monocolored. Thank you. So we can use the Goldberry to pull the counters off the sagas. And Tom Bombadil, I think, is married to Goldberry in the lore, which I think is quite a nice thing. BD 648, lovely to see you getting a bit of early access. Thank you, BD. Nice to see you. It's been, yeah, I mean, I don't tend to play these events in the standard way, as everyone understands and knows. But you know, I like we do what we want, right? We use it as an opportunity to look for the combos and carry on playing with the combos. So I think there's a Tekuthal. Yeah, if you proliferate twice instead. So I can remove 3 counters from other artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers I control. To put an indestructible counter on Tekuthal. So that is an option I could do as well as Goldberry. I don't think there's any other remove general counter cards from the game. Certainly on Arena. There are definitely... Oh, okay. Render Inert is also... Well, that's a sorcery speed thing, unfortunately. It needs to be instant speed to be able to get around the Tom Bombadil. Won't Goldberry only be able to do it once because once she has lore counters on her, she can't move more? Yes, she could move the counters back off her, but it's definitely a 1 or a 2 thing. Like you can do it every other turn. I'm really annoyed that we don't have like power conduit. Power conduit would be so good on this. Unfortunately, we don't. You know, it's a thing. It's a thing. Can't have counters put on it for as long as Sun Cleanser remains on the battlefield. I wonder what happens if you Sun Cleanser. Removal counters from target creature. It can't have counters put on it for as long as Sun Cleanser remains on the battlefield. And then you have Goldberry. Move a counter of each kind from another target opponent you control onto Goldberry. What happens if you can't move a counter? Does it just stay where it is? I would normally that would tempt me into like trying to work it out. I feel like if you don't move something, it stays where it is generally the right thing to do. Unknown, welcome to the treasure token. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Have you is that a channel member? Thank you so much. Very few people. You're in an exclusive club of people who are in the treasure token group, as it were. So yeah, thank you for that. Most people tend to be on Patreon, to be honest. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to put some effort into that. Oh, what's happened here? It's binging at me. It's like, ha, you've done a thing. Honestly, the game just bing. The streaming thing bings at me every so often. It's like, you've done a thing, and I still have no idea what it's done. So anyway, right, I'm waffling now. Let's get some more sagas out here, and let's see what happens with our combo. Is this? No, there's more. There are more sagas. What's going on here? There's like 70,000 sagas. There's like a whole bunch of sagas that we should be able to do. What are the best sagas? Like, I don't really want to be doing like an Elesh Norn kind of thing. I just want to be doing all like history of Benalia is quite good. Create a 2/2 white creature token with vigilance. Like creating creatures, pretty decent. And we're gonna have to be 5 color anyway because Tom Bombadil is 5 colors. So I think we could definitely just have a couple of those. Elspeth Conquers Death is actually really good, but is it good enough to sort of? We need to survive. Kiora Best the Sea God. Yeah, that is probably the best one to demonstrate the Tom Bombadil effect, isn't it? Certainly gain control of target opponent and opponent controls tap it. If you can get that going multiple times, that's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good, not gonna lie. So all we have to do is survive to 7 mana. So yeah, maybe a bit more removal. You know, do you need to survive? If you want to play Razawak, that would be if you're in the event, feel free to yeah, we could definitely do a direct challenge. Then I don't have to worry about it, and we can just do normal stuff. It would certainly make things a little bit smoother. I don't have to worry about Sparky trying to murder me, which I know Sparky likes doing that. Can you give me 5 to 10 minutes to finish this draft? Yeah, sure. There you go. Got some ramp. Stick in an Omniscience. If we don't have to worry about dying, which it sounds like we don't, then we'll be good. So let's give Razawak like maybe 5 to 10 minutes just to finish the thing they're working on. And in the meantime, I'm happy we can have a quick impromptu AMA. We could talk about stuff. We could talk about videos if people were interested. We could talk about Zelda. Very interested in Zelda. Although Zelda's an interesting one. Like I've been playing a lot of Zelda over the last month, whatever. And I'm at the point now where it's like getting towards I'm getting towards the final battle. I can go and face Ganon. I don't want to. Like I'm just kind of having fun, you know, idling around. You know, I spent all my time. I've unlocked all of the shrines. I've done all the shrines. I've done all of the light routes. I spent all my time going around unlocking the depths, the light route, so I could see what was going on. It's like the depths is not scary for me anymore. I just go down there. It's massively bright because I've mapped it all out, and it's like I kind of understood what they were going for with it, but as a mission, like to go around and fill out the map, that was actually really good fun. But yeah, it's really weird as well because not weird, but I really enjoyed the fact that if you sequence break in the game, it just handles it. So for me, I don't know, I don't really want to be spoiling too much, but there is an area in the game where it is heavily implied that you need to go there. One of the stable people says, "Hey, this area over here is a thing that you should probably go and check out. It's big and dark and scary, and you should go and check it out." And I was like, "Okay, let's go and do that." So I go there, and it's like, "Oh, there's stuff here. Okay, great. Well, let's land on the things that are here, and I'll go inside, and it's like, oh, I went inside and I found some stuff. And the weird thing about the Switch's rendering system is that if you're on like a flying craft, for example, it doesn't render in straight away. And so I could fly around on my flying devices, and I could see everything. Like, it was supposed to be a dark, scary, hidden thing, and then you could, because of the render distance is, so much better when you're flying into the area, and doesn't really it doesn't really de-trigger or anything like that until you like land and get off your vehicle. I could see everything that was going on. It's like, why is this scary? And then you get off and it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. So suddenly the game's caught up, and now I'm supposed to be scared. But it was just like, oh, I found the thing I was supposed to go to. I did a whole separate mission, and then you get to the point of going back to the kind of the starting area with one of the characters, and they're like, okay, so we've suddenly learned all this stuff. You need to go and find this person, and everyone, and it's like, okay, and then everyone turns around and it's like, you've already found them. Why didn't you say so in the first place? It's like somebody actually had to write the dialogue for that. Somebody had to come up with the path of, you've already been to the place and unlocked everything. What happens if they do that? And they coded that into the game, and I was very impressed with that. Anyway, so we need to finish this deck off. That's enough about Zelda. We've had a brief 30-second talk about Zelda. Can we order by... I want to order by like the lowest saga. Give me some creatures. Surely there's got to be some good creature ones. What's the banned one? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. There we go. Can we stick some of these in? This is not legal in formats. $57 out of 60. I'm going to stick in Doomblade ×3. I don't actually need that, but fine. The whole game is a technological marvel. It is so surprising how they've managed to squeeze that out, that physics engine out of a Switch. Like, seriously, it's a very impressive piece of coding. Very impressive. For me, it's been long enough that I don't really remember how Breath of the Wild was. But certainly, I mean, Breath of the Wild was a it was a really, really good time. Like, I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild. It's really weird to me that I kind of feel I didn't recognize the environment as much, possibly because it has been like so long, but I couldn't honestly, I recognized some of the areas in Tears of the Kingdom, and it was like, oh yeah, I mean, this makes a lot of sense, but it feels like a lot of it has changed since Breath of the Wild. A lot of it had changed. Like, it just felt like a lot of areas were subtly different. Like, some of the areas were the same. Like, the Zora Kingdom is exactly the same. But like the Central Hyrule, for example, seemed like a lot had changed in that time, and maybe that's because it had, like, maybe the Great Plateau kind of stuff all changed and it's kind of sunk down or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It was just that was one thing that really stood out to me. How are we doing, Razawak? Are we ready to go, or shall I beat up Sparky? I'm ready to beat up somebody. Basic lands, one of each basic land. Like I say, we might, if we get a friendly, if we got one friendly, if we've got a friendly person, we might be okay. What am I doing? Forest. There we go. If I don't hear anything back, we're just going to get started. A few more minutes. Okay. Gotta waffle for a few more minutes. All right. In that time, then, in that case, then, sorry, this draft is going very slow. In that case, I'm going to quickly chat about the Kickstarter then. While we're here, sorry to like interrupt on the streaming thing, but people people might have not seen it. I'm just going to bring it up because it's something I'm proud of. So hopefully it's going to come up. There we go. Pack 3, pick 10. Here we go. So we have breached the £1,000 mark. That is fantastic news. Yeah, I've got 54 people who've backed the project. These are going to be for some serialized stickers. I've come up with a design for some stickers. This is the kind of sticker you're going to get. So metallic silver stickers. These are the ones that I have. Yeah, they come on these little sticker sheets. This is sort of been sliced up by the manufacturers, just because that's just how they work. Although that's just how they came. So yeah, I'm gonna have those, but they're gonna be 1 to 100 for people who like Commanders stuff, and then I'm going to potentially, depending, I mean, we hit £1,000 now, so probably we're going to have some stretch goals. So some people have said they wanted like 69 420 stickers, which is doable. Possibly different colors and possibly sideboardy stuff. I'm not 100% sure which is the right method to go for just at the moment. But it might get to the point where we have enough of a buffer to sort of look into that kind of thing, because essentially there's a minimum order for picking for getting stuff made. As time goes on, I learn more and more about the process. Like, this is not the first time I've gone to China and got a Chinese manufacturer to actually do stuff. What format are you challenging? Direct challenge. So I think literally you can have any deck, Razawak. I think literally you could just have literally any deck. If I select a deck, Bombadil. Where was I? But yeah, so one of the things I mean, the first thing I got produced in China was my coins, my commemorative coins, my treasure token coins. I usually have lying around on the desk, but maybe I actually tidied them up a while back because I was being tidy and trying to sell the house, and didn't want a bunch of gold coins lying around. But yeah, it's a really interesting process dealing with Chinese manufacturers. I don't think I'm going to do an explicit video on that because like I'm learning it new myself as time goes on, and it's really not that hard to do, to be honest. It's just I think there's a mental barrier of like moving from I've got an idea and I want it to be made to okay, I'm actually engaging with a company in China who's making stuff for me is kind of a mad step to sort of mentally get over. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting little project. Looking forward to it, really. Yeah. What else am I working on? I'm also working. There's a video that's going to be coming out relatively soon for a website. It's not sponsored content. It's sort of they've given me a bunch of money, and I'm going to be making some content based on that free credit that they gave me, which is going to be quite an interesting. Well, I think it's going to be quite a nice little interesting video, both on the side of creators and both on the side of people in the Magic the Gathering community. I think if you haven't been on the website before. It's a good, it's a, you know, it's a good showcase of the sorts of things that they can do. So yeah, that's gonna be quite exciting to get that out. Still trying to get Battle of Wits out as well. I'm failing miserably to organize with people because people are busy. It turns out content creators have got lives, and so you know, it's tricky to schedule 3 people at the same time or 4 people at the same time in some cases. So you know, trying my best on all these things, try, you know, and desperately also trying to have a life as well and be a father and a husband. So you know, there is a lot going on. Also work. I work too, you know. This is the side gig. So yeah, all of that is combining to something. Don't know what that's going to be. Probably mental breakdown at some point, but I guess we'll see. How, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Note to self: do not do too much stuff. So Razawak is ready. I've successfully waffled, filibustered for the right amount of time. What is your display name, Razawak? Mine is MaxMakVIP, hashtag 37289. I'm getting DM'd. There we go. We'll copy and paste it. Boop. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good, people. Hopefully. Don't. So I think you also have to direct challenge me back. So I am MaxMakVIP, hashtag 37289. I think you have to go into direct challenge mode and then select your deck and then challenge me, and then hopefully it goes through. We're testing it live, we're doing it live, and hopefully this all works. And this would take, I don't know if this has taken less time than beating up Sparky, but it'll certainly be a lot faster for me mentally, and it's given me a chance to chat to people. Nobody asked me a question though. There was no AMA. You certainly have 30 seconds while we're calculating how to direct challenge people to ask any questions and get them answered. So Razork says, 1 sec, I can't remember how to do this. So I'm pretty sure what you do is you go onto the little cross swords at the top, direct challenge. You type in the name of your opponent, so it'd be Razawak, blah. In your case, it's MaxMakVIP. You choose. It's a challenge match. You choose your deck, and then you challenge me. And I think we both have to be challenging at the same time to sort of synchronously do it. Because I don't think it pops anything up like Magic Online. I think Magic Online is kind of the, you know, it just pops something up and says somebody's trying to play you. So there we go. We're there. It's late. It's 10:30. It's fine. Good. All right, we have Tom Bombadil and a replicating ring in our hand, so that is a good start. Let's start with a triome. Pippin. I need to pay mana for that. requires lands. There we go. Samwise and Pippin. My goodness me. And Legolas. What is this? This appears to be some sort of Lord of Rings. Why did I cycle that? That was a dumb thing. Okay, it's fine. I still have land. It's good. So I can actually, I think, now play Tom Bombadil if I really want to. And honestly, I probably do. So I don't care about the sagas just yet, but we're looking for. So we're now looking for the. Oh wow, we are literally just playing Lord of the Ring Legendary Tribal on the other side here. That's fantastic. Okay, so we're looking for Goldberry or Tekuthal. That's what we're looking for. I'm actually gonna history, yeah. Just make some dudes. Keep my hand empty. One ring to rule them all here is actually surprisingly bad. Fable can dig. Fable can dig, that is true. Yeah, let's Fable. Choose attackers. No attacks. Discard 2, draw 2. Okay. Here comes Tom. Oh no, okay. There goes Elf's Best Nightmare. Alright. I don't even know what went to the bottom. Discard 2. Discard a Fable, discard a 1 ring. Let's get rid of those 2. Draw 2 cards. They're lands. Not ideal. Okay. Still no attacks. End the turn. So we are still looking for something that's non-Saga-y, basically. There's Goldberry. Okay, fantastic. Tom Bombadil triggers on the reflection of Kiki Jiki. Wow. Choose a creature to be your ring bearer. It's got to be Tom Bombadil. And then we do some milling. Oh no. Stuff is happening. Too much stuff. It's happening. All right, Goldberry comes down. Goldberry is legendary, so we're good. Get an island down. Fine. So, no attacks. Okay, so I'm going to start recording here for the next turn. That might... Ooh, that's frozen OBS. Wow. Encoding overloaded. OBS did not like that whatsoever. All right. So we end our turn. Goes to Razawak. So we're going to be full controlling. Full control. Draw. So we go to our draw step. That's fine. And now we go to our main phase. Yes. So the last... Yeah, the last ability of that triggers the 1 ring to rule them all triggers. Right. Tom Bomb. What is going off? I've got full control. I'm holding control here. Like, I was holding control. I'm sorry. I literally was holding control. I should be able to respond to those abilities. I really should. Why was it not letting me do that? All right, let's try that again. How do I turn on? I want to for regular full control. I was literally holding the control key down. Like, how much do I want to? How much does it want me to do? Like, I literally was holding it for the whole time. So let's okay. I'm holding it down. Shift control. All right. suppose, right, that is that the last ability of the One Ring. Fine, we submit that. So now we have the ability to Goldberry River Daughter, right? So we activate Goldberry River Daughter, we move a counter off One Ring to rule them all, which is the final chapter ability of One Ring to rule them all. We activate it, we submit that. That then resolves. We put the law counter from One Ring to rule them all onto Goldberry River Daughter. Kiora Best of Sea God resolves. Then the final ability from One Ring to rule them all resolves, which is the final chapter ability, and we get the Tom Bombadil ability from Tom Bombadil, but we still have the One Ring to rule them all lying around. So yeah, basically the Goldberry here is means that you get double end triggers out, and we can get multiple sagas out at the same time from a single Tom Bombadil, just by reusing the last ability. So we're actually going to get, because we're going to get that trigger again on our next turn as well, which is pretty cool. So choose a creature to be your ring bearer. Still going to be Tom. Yeah, because next turn the One Ring to rule them all and the Kiora the Best of Sea God is also going to do the same thing. So in fact, I'm going to play the second Goldberry River Daughter here. I'm going to sacrifice our daughter. Let the other one go to the graveyard. It's because I want to see if we can get the Kiora Best of Sea God going. So hit stop recording here. Hit start recording again. Good. So Control Shift. I'm just going to no attacks through all the thing. I'm holding full control. Ending my turn. So on yeah, we'll pass. So at the end of the turn, we're going to hold full control. Basically, that's our plan. Is going to be holding full control and getting out the multiple stages. That resolves. That resolves. That resolves. Ow. Scry 2. That resolves. And excellent. My turn. Right. So I'm holding full control. So we go to my turn. Replicating ring triggers. And I think gives me a whole... All right, we already got the whole bunch of things. Fine. So we go to our draw step. That's fine. We draw another one of those. And we go to our main phase, which is going to trigger our 3 things. So we have Kiora Best of Sea God, targeting Aragorn, submit. So this is on the stack, and we're going to Goldberry River Daughter. So move a counter of each kind not on Goldberry River Daughter from another target permanent you control onto Goldberry. So we're going to target the Kiora Best the Sea God. Click submit. That is going to resolve first. So we get a law counter on Goldberry River Daughter. Kiora Best the Sea God resolves. We get a Tom Bombadil effect, which gets us another saga in the background. But we also have our Kiora Best of Sea God around. And the next turn, we're also going to get this happening again. So we essentially get that multiple times. And if we can somehow get the counters off Goldberry River Daughter, we can keep on doing this. So we can also do that with Tekathal as well. So that's the combo. That's where we're going for. And that's it. I'm going to concede because I've done what I wanted to do. And I'm going to concede off the stream because it is 11:15 and I'm tired. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone for being here this evening. I think we've done some really fun decks, really fun ideas. I don't entirely know which of them will get onto the channel. I think at least the Oko snack one will get onto the channel, because that's the sort of thing that people will like to watch. But beyond that, yeah, we've tried our best with some of these combos. I really still don't know why the replicated ring thing doesn't work. I might look into that a bit further. Maybe there's some weird combo for that. But yeah, are you going to do shorts of some of these? I am going to do. Yes, I'm going to do shorts of as many of these as possible. So I mean, I've like I say, I've been recording these in the background. Yeah, lots of LOTR streaming in the background. So yeah, I need to basically go through, cull the ones that are good, cull the ones that are bad, edit them into stuff, do voiceovers, all that good stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. I will catch you on the next stream. Yeah, hope you have a good time. Hope you enjoy Lord of the Rings. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one of these early access events. Go and check out Kickstarter if you aren't on the Discord already. mtg.li/discord is our Discord server, where I go through the whole set every time there's one of these early access events, and we go through and work out combos that we can look at. So if you're interested in chatting about rules and doing stuff like that, then please come and join. We'd love to have you. And yeah, thank you to the new channel member, Unknown. Hope you have a good time. I'll catch you later, guys, and folks and people and everyone. I will see you later. Bye for now.